Welcome to the Midlife Momentum Podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Jackson, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about leverage, how to get the most out of your careers. Now, leverage in its definition means to use something to maximum advantage. I'm going to say it again. To use something to its maximum advantage. Just like life, you want to get the most out of life. So we want to do the same when it comes to our professional careers. Now, today we're going to talk about a form of leverage. Now we know what leverage means, to use something to its maximum advantage. There are different forms of leverage. We're going to discuss today rare leverage. Again, we want to get the most out of what we know, our experience, our talent, our skills, our knowledge. How do we leverage all of that to get the most out of it? So let's discuss this rare leverage, this form of leverage. And what does rare leverage mean? It means that it's not readily available to everyone. It's rare, right? Like a Rolex watch. You have to get on the list because it's rare, so they say. Or just like something you want to purchase or something you want to somewhere you want to go. It's limited, right? It's rare. So just like your skills and your experience, how do you make this rare? Right? And I'm going to share with you how. So again, now that we're talking about rare leverage, we know that this means that it's not readily available to everyone. And everyone has this. Everyone has this. So this is a form. So in this context, we want to use it or refer to it as a resource or advantage that amplifies one's ability to achieve goals or outcomes. I'm going to say it again. We know what it means. Now, why do we want to use it in the context of our career? We want to use it as a resource or an advantage that amplifies our ability to achieve a goal or outcome. Okay, we're clear. We know what it is. We know why. Let's get to the how. Now, let me give you an example of rare leverage. One example is fame. Think about a celebrity that you know and love. If I know and love Denzel Washington, as a celebrity, his leverage he can use because he's a celebrity to open doors, to attract attention, to influence decisions, right? So if he wanted to get a door open, let's say he wanted to take his kids and his wife to Disney. Because of his celebrity, he can probably contact the CEO or someone high, right, over there and say, hey, I'm coming through with my family, and they may shut the thing down. That's leverage. He's using his celebrity to get in. That's opening a door. Attract attention. They may say, oh, Denzel's going to be in Dubai, right? And people will fly in maybe because it's attracting attention. Maybe they're opening a new club or a new shopping mall or a new film studio, and they're going to put Denzel's face all over flyers and ads and social media. Using his celebrity to attract attention. That's leverage. Influence decisions. Maybe he wants to talk to President Trump or President Biden or President Obama and say, hey, we need to do something about so-and-so. He's using his celebrity, right? Similar to Kim Kardashian wanting to help people that's convicted, using their celebrity to bring awareness to something. So that's leverage, their celebrity, right? Another way that you can use rare leverage as a professional is your reputation. So I gave you an example of what rare leverage is. Now let's bring it home to us. Your reputation. So a strong reputation and access to valuable networks where you can make introductions and recommendations hold weight, right? So if you know someone in your organization at work right now that's a key person, they may not be in the C-suite. They may not even be an executive. They may be someone that's connected to people you want to know or who you want to know you. If you know them, that's leverage. Now, there may be other people in your office, in your department, that sit next to you in the cube, what have you, They may have the same title as you. They may do the same functions as you, but they may not know that key person like you do. That's your leverage. That's your rare leverage. Now, again, remember, we talked about why we want to use this is to achieve goals or outcomes. So let's say you wanted to elevate, you wanted a leadership role, you want to make more money, you want to work on a certain project, you want to, whatever it is, you want to use your leverage. So if you know that person, they are connected to someone you want to know you or know about the work that you do, then you use that as leverage. That's rare. So the point here is, it doesn't matter what your title is and what the function that you do. What leverage do you have? You have experience, knowledge, talent, and skills. Now let's talk about what leverage do you have? Is it knowing someone that's in a key position to get you to your goal or outcome? Right? Is it having a certain skill set or having a certain certification or having certain knowledge of something that's rare? You may be a project manager, but you may be a project manager that's worked at NASA. That's rare. There's not many PMs that can say they worked at NASA. You use that to your advantage. I have a client where I worked with her, found out she was working at this company that wasn't even on her resume. Right? And so what we did was we leveraged the fact that she spent years at this company. She worked with this company and there was no knowledge of it. There was nothing on her resume to say that she worked with this company because she was consulting. And so I knew that we could use this as leverage. And lo and behold, she had I don't know how many interviews and how many, different offers. So think about the leverage that you have. That's rare. That's rare. And here's the beauty of rare leverage. Here's the beauty of it. It insulates you from competition. It builds a moat around you from anybody copying you. It doesn't matter if they have the same title. It doesn't matter if they work at the same place as you do. It doesn't matter how many people do the same thing as you do. That rare leverage puts a whole fence around you. And it stops people from duplicating or copying what it is you do. They don't have the leverage. They may do the functions, but they can't copy how far you go, I should say, rather than what you do, but how far you go and what you're able to acquire and obtain. But you have to know how to use it, and you have to know that you have it. Often we walk around with all this knowledge and skills, and we talk about the different attributes that we think should get us more money, that should get us new opportunities, that should get us to the executive level or leadership level or more interviews and more offers. But you're saying the same thing everybody else is saying. You want to think about the rare leverage that you have. What makes you different? So I wanted to share that with you in thinking about, especially at this stage in your career, stage in life, how can we use, because you have some leverage, I know. You may not know what it is right now, but now you have a blueprint on how to figure that out. Yeah, what leverage do I have? How can I use that to get me to where I want to go? All right, so let me know if this was helpful. Send me a message back. You can do it right here on Spotify. And if you need assistance in figuring out what that leverage is based off of what you do or who you know, I'm happy to assist. Go to IamKellyJackson.com. That's Kelly with an I. Click on the free consultation. You and I will have that conversation. And together, we will come up with a strategy so that we can use this leverage to get you to your desired outcome.